In this video we're going to focus on the drumstick. We're going to cook a very nice drumstick stew with vegetables that are going to go with basmati rice and lentils. So let's start. So, on this video, after watching the ingredients, we're going to focus on the drumsticks and we're going to cook a very nice stew with the drumsticks with rice and lentils. Something for the winter, warm and tasty. So, let's start by marinating the chicken with some spices, and this is going to be the second time we're actually marinating the chicken. First time I'm marinating the chicken in something called brine, which is spices and herbs, to actually allow the chicken not to go dry in the process of cooking and make it much tastier in flavors. If you weren't here, again, in the last couple of videos, make sure to subscribe and you can find the brine recipe in the first video of this playlist. But for now, let's start marinating these chicken drums with spices. We're going to start with the oil of the marinated garlic that you can find also on the channel, Baharat. If you're asking yourself what is Baharat, Baharat is a mix of spices, usually comes from Syria, Iraq or Iran, from Middle East, and it's similar to Garam masala, but sometimes it's different in the ratio of the spices. Usually you have in this mix cumin, coriander, cardamom, cinnamon and different other of spices that are warm, and it's going to give a very nice flavor to the dish that we're going to make. Salt and black pepper. Mix it. Now we're going to take our drumsticks and add them. Beautiful. Now we're going to let the drumsticks and the spices to do the thing, half an hour, and after that we're going to start roasting them. I'm going to link you in the description below the recipe with all the ingredients, and I will try to find you on Amazon a Baharat spice. If you don't have, you can use Garam masala as well. It's going to be a little bit different, but still you're going to have a very nice result. After the meat is set and already marinated for half an hour, we're going to start by roasting it, take it out, roasting the vegetables and putting the stew to work. We're going to start with vegetable oil. We're doing everything on medium heat, 5 out of 9, because we don't want to burn the spices and we want to give a really nice crust and sear on the meat. Beautiful. In this moment, when the chicken is nicely roasted, we're going to take it out, add marinated garlic with a little bit of the oil and the vegetables, and start roasting them as well. We really want to give a nice color to the vegetables as well, so I'm going to add them one by one. We're going to start with the garlic and the onion, after that the carrot, and in the end with the celery. Now we're going to add a little bit flavor, spiciness to it, 1 pepper, just the flesh without the seeds. And we're going to put all the chicken back to the pot and add the red wine. Let the wine evaporate completely, and after that we're going to add the brown stock, but not before mixing it in the bowl that will mix the meat with the spices. So we're going to actually use everything that we have here. Don't forget to add salt and pepper. Beautiful. Now we're going to close it, but not completely. You want to keep it a little bit open, so you're going to have the evaporation of the liquids from it. So all the stock will become sauce with the spices and the meat and the starches of the vegetables, and after that it's going to be amazing. Let it come to simmering stage and cook it on low heat. Probably I'm going to do it on 3 out of 9 for about 1.5 hours. It's going to be amazing with the rice and with the lentils. Meantime, the stew is already simmering on low heat. Let's start with the lentils and the rice. We're going to do it separate, so take a look. Both of them vegetable oil. We're going to toast the lentils and the rice, so we're going to have actual nice flavor. And add salt. Salt to both of them, black pepper just for the lentils, because the white rice I want to keep it white. If you're going to add black pepper, it's going to be too much for it. I made it in hot water because, in my opinion, most of the flavor here is going to come from the chicken. But if you want, you can use the white chicken stock that we made again in the first videos. But in my opinion, here you can use just water. And I'm going to give you a small hack to make the rice very nice and white. Add a little bit vinegar, just a spoon. And in this moment, before actually closing both of the pots, we want to taste a little bit of water and feel that it's a little bit, but a little bit, not too much, salty. Otherwise, your rice and lentils going to be plain, and we don't want it. We actually want flavor in those as well, with the stew and everything. So, if you're missing salt, add a little bit more. The water should be a little bit salty, not too much, because again, rice and legumes are absorbing salt. So, if you're going to put a little bit more than you think, it's going to be perfect on the rice and the legumes. But if you're going to put the exact amount and it's not going to be too salty, but it's still going to be okay with the taste of the liquids, it's going to come out in the end a little bit less on the salt. And close both of them. Now we're going to cook the rice 18 minutes and the lentils something like 20-25 until they're actually going to pop. Beautiful. Now our white rice already set for at least 10 minutes after turning it off. We're going to open it now with the fork and check on the lentils. If they are ready, we're going to add them to the rice. The lentils, you want to check by taking a couple, actually looking if they are a little bit open, and also taste them. If they are soft and cooked, this is perfect for us. So let's mix them. We're going to strain them and add it to the rice. Some of you are going to say this looks like a marjadra, but marjadra usually you have also onion, garlic and all of those vegetables in the rice, and also you have spices. Here we're doing it like plain white rice, but very nice white rice with lentils. And again, on top of it, we're going to have the chicken stew. It's going to be amazing. Our chicken stew almost done. And we're going to add, for the last 20 minutes, as I said, lime. I'm just going to take a whole lime, slice a couple of pieces. For each chicken drum, I'm going to put half a lime. It's going to give very nice flavor, and also will give a kickness because the spices and the hot pepper that we already have there, it's spicy, sweet and everything together. This will give it the acidity and the nice aromatic with it. You can see how nice the color of the chicken drums and the stew itself. And now we're going to give it the last 20 minutes and start a plate. Rice we're going to put in a bowl for everybody to share. Beautiful chicken drumstick. So, I'm going to put the sauce on the bottom. And, of course, final touch, a little bit of the lime on top of the chicken. Beautiful, and this is how you make an amazing chicken drumstick stew with white rice and lentils. Let me know what you think about this recipe in the comments below and how you find the playlist about the chicken up until now. If you really like the content on this channel, please make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Andre and this is ThinkOFood. What is nice by using brown stock that you already add when you created the stock, bay leaf, peppercorn and all of this, you know, so you don't need to actually to add it. But if you're using water, I will suggest you to add bay leaf, peppercorn to the stew, so it's going to have much more flavor.